Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Halo 18 here, and today I'm going to do a discussion episode called Halo 5 Guardians discussion series episode 37, and I'm going to read an article on the news slash community slash Halo Waypoint. Halo Waypoint is the official website for everything Halo. And the article is about the November sneak peek Halo community update by B is for Bravo 4 hours ago. Over the past week, we've been playing with you, reviewing feedback as we tune existing experiences, and also preparing to deliver new ones. Today, we'll talk about recent and upcoming game updates, as well as brand new content that will soon be on the way. Welcome to the weekly update, where we'll talk about all of this and more. Playlists is a long article. Playlist, updates, and additions. I guess this is for the first DLC. And below the picture says, just a few hours ago, the latest Halo 5 Guardians playlist update went live. Thanks to your community votes. Shiny Snipers is available this weekend, and it'll be around until the early morning hours, Pacific time on Monday. Jump into the playlist to enjoy a chaotic mix of long and close range combat, as well as some increased XP rewards. But this playlist update doesn't stop there. So we've made a few additional changes based on your feedback from this past week. Starting with the removal of Orion from all playlists. We pulled the map from matchmaking in order to patch some exploits and make some additional improvements before re-editing it to appropriate playlists. Next, based on the feedback regarding map variety and rotations, we've added 15 additional maps or game type combinations to existing playlists. To see a full breakdown of which game types have been added and where, head over to yesterday's blog. We've also made some additional matchmaking changes in today's update. The first of these was an update to the one or more members of your fire team as high latency to the dedicated server error message. Previously, this message blocked players in error, preventing you from playing with the other players. And we've now removed this restriction. Also, we've been keeping an eye on feedback from international players regarding Warzone matchmaking, and found that we were a bit too aggressive in filtering players during matchmaking. After reviewing the current parameters, we made adjustments that will allow Warzone matchmaking to not only allow players to find matches quicker and easier, but also allow for improved matchmaking for players across the globe. Thanks to updated searching parameters, but also better prioritize players in your region. Prioritize players in your region. Today, thanks to your reports, we were able to confirm that the changes did indeed improve matching for players across multiple regions. We need to do some additional tests to ensure that the changes don't negatively impact any playlists. So we've temporarily disabled the changes, and we'll be readjusting the parameters once these changes are verified. In addition to the other items mentioned last week, the team is also hard at work preparing updates for things like Warzone assault tuning tweaks. More on that with design next week. Updating SWAT respawn time to 3 seconds and turning off SWAT friendly fire. CSR tuning tweaks. Seasons and seasonal rewards. Actively monitoring and updating ban thresholds, and more. Also, we know many of you are excited to get you Titan Recruit armor set, but may not have received it yet. Don't worry, we're tracking all eligible players and we'll roll these out once we're able to process all of the player data. There are lots of you, so we'll be talking about these updates and plenty more in the weeks to come. But now on to the reason many of you may have joined us today. The new stuff. November update, a sneak peek. And everyone shows a picture of the new armor in the November update, actually. Below the picture, I'll continue reading. In just over a week, the next Halo 5 content drop will be here, and with it comes big team battle and arena matchmaking, brand new Rex, and a whole ton of juicy vehicle combat. Today, we're giving you a sneak peek at what's in store, and over the course of the next week, we'll be providing you with more details. To start, we know many of you are ready for some vehicle-based carnage in arena and dying to jump into some classic 8v8 matches. You're in luck. Before the Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta, Josh Holmes approached me and asked, can we get a pro team equivalent of the best community forgers to help us build Forge? To which I responded, yes we can. Fast forward to a few months, and we've brought some of the community's top forgers in the studio. Workaholic, the Faded Fire, the Psycho Duck, Noke Yard, and Nukin23. As you saw in the Forge reveal, these gentlemen provided feedback on Forge tools and features that ultimately resulted in a wide variety of improvements across the feature set. During their time here, they also started working on large-scale big team battle maps that were inspired by classic battlegrounds, including Sidewinder slash Avalanche, Standoff, Vario Mounds, Longbow, and Headlong. As you saw in the latest episode of the Sprint, each map maker selected a classic map on which to base their big team battle map design. These guys built day and night, continually preparing and perfecting their maps for the next test. With the multiplayer and level design teams, at the end of the week, we had sold canvases that offered a wide variety of VTB combat, but this meant that it was time for the maps to be handed off to the 343 team for continued iteration and development. Oh, and also the Sprint video, the latest episode showed a whale thing in one of the maps, actually. And the Sprint documentary series on the Halo 5 is a well done made series, and I've watched every single episode so far, and that's pretty good as well. It's pretty fun to watch. It's pretty fun to watch to see how they made the game and stuff like that. I really think that's pretty interesting stuff, if you ask me. And I'll continue reading now. The Forgers continue to provide feedback and direction for the map, and the team here at the studio continued to iterate on flow, polish, spawn, and objective placement, look and feel, and more. For the past few months, these maps have been playtested and polished in preparation for the release of Big Team Battle. And in just over a week, the first 4 maps will be available in Arena Matchmaking. Here's a quick look at what's to come. The first one is Deadlock, inspired by Standoff, a collaboration between Breakout and the 343 multiplayer team. Shows like a map in this map shows a picture of a mountain-looking map, and it shows a base in the middle next to the rock, and a satellite dish. And below the picture says, stolen Forerunner knowledge has made war a classy plane of death on which few can find purchase. Next one is Bazin, inspired by the Hela, a map designed by the 343 multiplayer team. Here's a picture of the classic maps from the old Halo games. It's the same area. Both maps are the same area. Below the picture says, shake the dust from your feet. Next one is Galaxy 19, inspired by Headlong. See what's there? Inspired by Headlong. A collaboration between the Psycho Duck and the 343 multiplayer team. More, and it shows a picture of the map from Halo 3, actually. And that's pretty cool that they have like the maps from. They recreated the old maps. These 3 maps that I just looked at were made on Forge, actually. I think the DLC maps are made on Forge for this one, this time, which is pretty cool. And below the, sorry about the door. I keep banging loud. There, guys and girls. I hope you don't mind the door in the background. And below the picture says, they're pretty cool pictures, I think. And it says, by day, a deadly urban battleground. By night, a playground for the reckless. Next one is Recurve, inspired by Longbow, a collaboration between the Faded Fire and the 343 multiplayer team. Shows a picture from, I guess it's a map from Halo Reach, I guess. And below the picture says, the wide arms of this training site embrace every instrument of destruction. Be sure to stay tuned next week when we'll dive deeper into these new battlegrounds with the folks who created them. New rec content. This next update includes a ton of sweet new rec content. Over the next week, we'll be filling in the above graphic to reveal the content, but here's a preview of what's on the way. This is for the rec pack for November. It's not DLC. First one shows an unknown armor set and then a tracer armor set. Of course, you get a new type of light rifle, a weapon skin, green machine weapon skin. Lots of different stuff for vehicles and guns on this. A Tundra Scorpion, I guess. Lots of different vehicle variants for the Mongoose and the Mantis and the Warthog and the assault rifle and DMR and the battle rifle and the SMG and even the Magnum pistol, as well, called Green Machine. Again, lots of different helmets and armor, and a visor, and lots of different emblems as well too, and a new one called Flaming Horns, and a new assassination one as well. And that's what they're showing right here. It's pretty cool stuff. And below the picture says, keep an eye on Waypoint and Twitter for these rec reveals in the coming days. The content is scheduled to drop the week of November 16th. And we'll have more details on what's to come starting next week. And to keep up to date on all things rec system, stay tuned here. The link that's right here shows that video with that Mr. Chief or whatever, that cartoon on a video. Pretty stupid though. Not a favorite. Not a fan of that. And I'll continue reading now. Halo 5 aiming and controllers. Hey everyone, Chris King, Halo 5 lead sandbox designer, and Scott Sims, Halo 5 lead sandbox engineer. Here. Thank you all for your passionate feedback on Halo 5. The team has been actively following as much as we can and have identified one issue we really wanted to respond to. First things first, in the grand scheme of things, this is happening to a small number of people. Most folks are having a good experience, and the last thing we want to do is inject either placebo effect or confirmation bias into your gameplay feel. So bear that in mind if you're having no issues. just enjoy the dry out, interesting technical data, but this is good news for those who are suffering. Aiming is the core of any first-person shooter experience, and the way Halo controls is key to making Halo Halo. Weapon aiming is a complex subject and something that the Sandbox team obsesses over every day. There are a huge number of factors that feed into the feel of aiming, but controller hardware, acceleration curves, turn speeds, player movement speeds, aim assist, or weapon fire rate, and they should have like custom loadouts like they do in the custom loadouts they do in Call of Duty. They should have that for Halo 5 actually, and they should have split. And I really want them to put split screen on their game soon. I hope that they do that. I really want them to do fix up the loadout things where you can have like a primary weapon, secondary weapon, things of that nature. That would be pretty cool for me, and I would really appreciate it. 343 would do that, something like that. That would be pretty cool, and they should add in split screen. That'll be pretty cool as well. I mean, I want split screen so that when I have friends over to come and play two players with me or something like of that nature. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna just say it out there for people to listen and hear. And I'll continue reading this article now. So here it goes. When we started development on Halo 5, we had some very specific goals. With regards to aiming, we wanted to provide a best-in-class 60 frames shooter experience, embracing competitive play with an increased skill gap, while still retaining the essence of Halo. To preserve that Halo feel, we chose not to rewrite any of our base control systems, but instead to perform targeted retunes to balance for the higher frame rate and myriad of other changes made to our movement and weapon systems. Throughout the project, we have worked hand in hand with the 343 Pro Team, Microsoft User Research, and test teams, and of course, absorbed the awesome feedback from the Halo 5 beta to tune and validate our control systems to what we believe to be the sweet spot for the fine control with fast turn speed across all aiming ranges on all weapon types. Players have identified that, by design, the game is a shade harder than it used to be. But we are seeing players adjusting to the new speed and precision pretty quickly. Unfortunately, some players have identified an issue that occurs due to variance in controller hardware, commonly referred to as slow turn bug. This can cause players to become unable to or unconsistently reach what we call a pegged state. The pegged state is a region in the outermost range of the analog aim stick in which we blend the player's turn speed to match to a much faster rate. This issue is compounded as the control input fluctuates depending on multiple factors. If you are applying even the slightest bit of downward pressure glitching. Move the stick around the edges a bit, which is why it's even more problematic when aiming diagonally or torquing the stick on the edge a bit more than normal on some controllers. The good news is we have a fix for this issue that introduces no perceivable change to the current feel of the game. The change is going through test and pro team validation now, and we will have it out to you soon. One thing that has become clear in absorbing all your feedback is that Halo players want choice when it comes to controls. And with that in mind, we are also working on another little pet project that will allow even more precise tuning. This update will offer more custom fine-tuned control over controller settings that hint independent vertical/horizontal sensitivities, the ability to calibrate your own dead zones more gradually, more granularity and sensitivity, and more. We hope to have that out for you in December, and we will follow up with more details later. Thanks for all the passionate feedback. Now know that the team is reading as much as we can. See you on the battlefield. Play of the week. This week's play may not need any introduction at all. All right.
Towards me?
Yeah. More. As it already has 77,000 views this week. The Warzone match score is 786 to 772. And a winking cat has just called in the Spartan Laser. The rest of the story can be told by this clip. It's worth the full watch. And the name of the video is called Stealthy Like a Ninja. I guess it's a YouTube video. I'll probably watch it after I'm done reading the article here. And the community spotlight Halo Tracker. HaloTracker.com. Bravo. Hey, Zorks. Thanks for sitting down with us today. I think I speak for many a Halo fan when I say it's exciting to see Halo Tracker talked about so much. Since the launch of Halo 5, for those unfamiliar, you could tell us a bit about the history of the site. Thanks, Zorks. Absolutely. And thanks for having us. The site opened in May of 2010 with player stats, leaderboards, and a ton of other features for supporting Reach and then Halo 4. As avid Halo players, we found great value in displaying the stats in many different ways. Tracking over time and being able to dig deep. The main reason I started the site was to get better at Halo, and I hope that it helps others as well. Since then we have gained a bunch of volunteer staff who spend their free time helping the site. become better simply due to their love for the game. What are some of the stuff your team already has put together for Halo 5? We started completely fresh so we could bring a level of quality to the site that the older site lacked. We started off with profiles that focused on tracking your progress as well as arena playlist stats. We have a game viewer so you can see all the weapons you used in a game, the medals you earned, and who you killed the most, and of course, as always, our leaderboards, which includes a CSR leaderboard. And it shows a picture of their site on this article as well. It shows HTR score number 1, 21,681. Kills, 11,747. Deaths, 9,809. Headshots, 10,978. Spartan kills, 11,747. Games completed, 816. Games lost, 308. Time played, number 162. And the games completed is number 2. And games lost is number 8. Time played, number 162. 202,104. Shots fired, number 312. 96,210. Weapon damage, number 394. 604,682.39. Headshots percentage, number 406. 36.83. Shoulder bash kills, number 1192. 50. Shots landed, 1216. 29,811. Assists, number 1345. 1,298. It shows the performance stats. Stat K/D, K plus A/D, K/G, win percentage, headshot percentage, number, and value stat, and rank. For the first one, the value was 1.20. Rank number 12,867. Top 50%. Second rank was 20,667. Top 80%. The third one was 3,670. Top 15%. 6,833. Top 26. Rank number 106. Top 2%. And their value for the headshot is 36.83. Win is 62.13. K/G 14.40. K plus A/D 1.33. Performance stats. It shows the free-for-all, breakout, team arena, slayer, SWAT. It shows all the stats for all the everything, and even the tracking as well. The rolling K/D change over time, 1.75 at 1.5, and then 1.25. So throughout all of when the game came out to this month. Pretty cool stuff. The next one shows you can check what everything you use in the one map, particular map. Like Slayer, map, Coliseum, game variant, Slayer. Match length, 8 minutes and 53 seconds. This it shows 15 kills, 9 deaths, K/death, kill/death ratio, 1.67. 4 players on this. The red team had 50 and the blue team had 30. And it had 5 assists. KA/D, 2.22. Average lifespan, 44 seconds. Got Kerr CSR, 0. Headshot, 4 acquired. Perfect kill, 2 acquired. Battle rifle, a standard, suppressor standard. DMR standard, the DMR had 2 kills. Suppressor had 4 kills. Battle rifle had 4 kills. DMR had 1 headshot. Suppressor had 0 headshots. And then the battle rifle had 4 headshots. Anything that you're thinking about creating in the future? What's next? There are still so many things we want to add to their profiles. So we are going to continue to improve them. When we open our V1, V1 and 4v4 ladder system, in the near future, we have more CSR leaderboards in the works, medals and weapons leaderboards. We're waiting for HCS to start up. We want to do some cool things with that, including putting the pro players' bios on their stat pages. We're just getting started. And HCS is Halo Championship Series. The last question is, lastly, what's the best way for players and fans to keep with the new HT developments and features? Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and of course our homepage. We really are looking for community feedback on the site. We want to hear your requests. So we want to build tools and features that help you improve your gameplay. Please send us your feature requests. Some of our best features we've made in the past came from user requests. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for making it possible with the API. It's absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Frank, Locke, and the Halo Tracker staff for helping us get this thing launched in time. And with that, this week's update comes to a close. We'll see you in matchmaking this weekend. And we'll be back with more on the new upcoming content next week. Talk to you then. Bravo. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Guys and girls. And I'll probably check out this website for myself to see what, and I'll probably check out the video on this article as well. And as always, like, I'm still a huge Halo fan, and these articles are so detailed and so well written that I really like reading them. So that's why I keep reading them to you, guys and girls. And I gotta go now soon. And I guess that's it for today. And I hope you really had a fun time listening to me babble on for hours and hours. And I'm a pretty cool dude myself. And as always, I'm a huge Halo fan. That's never gonna stop for me. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, so enjoy the game. and enjoy everything about the game. It's a lot of fun to play, and like I said, I really hope they uh, put in split. They need split screen now for Halo 5. I don't care what anybody says. I want split screen in this game as soon as possible. And I want the custom loadout thing to work like they do on Call of Duty and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I like loadouts, and I like where you can choose your primary weapon and secondary weapon and all of that. That's always been in Halo before. Why did they take it out? I'm sad that they took that out. They need to add it in soon. And of course, split screen is cool. Alright, so please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, thoughts, and opinions. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure. Stay tuned for more, guys and girls. And I played with my cousin Eric Stanescu today. His mom and dad were here too. Uncle Manny, Auntie Rosie were here also. And Rosie brought a friend, a Peruvian friend that lives in New York. And they had a pretty good time. And their dad wasn't too happy though, but he got over it eventually. And it was a good day. So I always have good days. We all have bad and good days. Everybody does. That's how we live. And I'm a Christian as well. And I pretty gotta go now. So, and it's always good for you guys to watch me talk. I like talking to you guys. I like entertaining you, and I'm glad that you enjoy me talking in my videos. I'm glad that you don't care how long I do them either. You just enjoy me talking. But I gotta go. So drink some hot chocolate because it's cold outside. And I'll see you all later. And as always, this is Aaron Halo 18 signing off. Alright, bye.